Hello, and welcome to another broadcast with Gian. Watching this program, you are going to be inspired, challenged, and enlightened. Now, let me introduce to you our host, Gian.
Is the news always bad news? I'm talking about the press. I'm talking about news on TV, on the radio. Is the news always bad news? When was the last time that you saw the headline of the news about something great? Well, there is a reason, of course. There are commercial purposes behind the news to keep the audience interested in listening to all that. And from time to time there is a report about something good, but you know the truth. Most of the time it's not good news. Most of the time it's about another case of corruption or another illness, or how many people are dying now for this reason, or etc. But it's not that they like to present those news to you. You need to see that also a good portion of the job of the news, it has to do with keeping you informed about what's going on in the world. Now, what happens is bad news, commercially speaking, is a good business. Now, the most important question about the news is not that if it's always is bad news or good news. The most important question is how you perceive the news. You see, you can be positive, you can be a person with faith and enthusiasm, but that doesn't change the reality necessarily. You live in a place where there is a tornado. It doesn't matter how happy and enthusiastic you are. If there is a tornado and your house is in the middle of it, you know what is going to happen. You live in a place where there is an earthquake, you know, it doesn't matter how positive you are. You know, there is an earthquake, you know, things are going to happen. And the same thing happens with health or any other situation. Of course, you cannot deny the reality, and the news will bring you information about things that are happening. But again, how do you perceive the news? That's what really matters. Because if you are the kind of person that is just longing to hear the news because you want to feel worried about something, you want to be scared about something, well, you see, that's the answer. The answer is that you are looking for getting worried again and getting afraid again, and just feeding that fear and doubt in your mind. On the other hand, you have other people that are more objective, and they keep a good perspective of the whole concept of life. So what they do is they study the news briefly, they get an idea of what's going on as information, because it's important to be informed, but there are other things in life other than the news, because nobody really is going to have a big transformation in his life because it was informed by the news. Do you think that you have missed something important, vital in your life because you were not informed about something in the news? Because I haven't. And millions either. It's important to be informed, but that's not the source of life. That's what I am trying to tell you. Now, if you care for the news, go ahead, get informed, just keep objective. Your life is beyond the news. If you dig into a particular news that they are talking about economy or they are talking about diseases, or they are talking about a disaster, or terrorism, or aliens, or whatever, if you dig into that, you will be a victim of that information. Because rather to dig into things that are not positive, what you need to do is to amplify your vision of life. Because while you are digging into all this bad news, there are so many things going on around you that you are just clueless. Wonderful things. Sometimes you are missing the birthday of somebody just to say hello because it's his birthday. Or other things, like missing a beautiful sunset, enjoying how the birds are singing, or the smell of a delicious cake, the flavor of a wonderful tea. How many things you can miss because you are worried about the news. And sometimes you're watching the news and there is other people around you. There are individuals around you that they really don't care about the news. And you are angry because they don't care. You are losing objectivity. You have to be objective. Life is more than the news. News people, the news, the press, they have a job. It's okay for them to do their job. Now remember, there are commercial interests behind. That is what you need to be just aware of it. Don't become an easy prey to them. You know? On the other hand, remember this. Everything that we see here in this world is allowed by somebody that has the authority in the whole universe, the King of the universe. And he can change your stars.
Thank you for watching another broadcast with Gian. The schedule of this program: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Check the website mygiancarlo.com for more videos. We hope to see you soon.